Welcome backstage. We are on the rooftop of our studio with Dr. Robert Lustig. You're also a professor of pediatric endocrinology.
At UCSF.
I can say big words. At UCSF, and college students probably have some of the worst diets in America.
They have the worst diets because college wants to save money. So they provide cheap food. I went to college too. And the food sucked.
Right.
And that's a problem.
So what are you trying to communicate to your students? What's like the big takeaway that you want them to have when they leave your class?
Sadly, it's 3 words. Eat real food. Problem is, where do you get it? And if you're in college, really, where do you get it?
Right.
It's not pizza and beer, I promise you.
Oh, man.
I know.
Well, I had my hopes. But you were saying that we were talking earlier, and you and your wife cook. You cook and your wife bakes, and you had some pretty interesting, maybe a recipe suggestion.
Well, my wife, I can't stop her from baking. She's Lutheran. I can't. It's a thing. It's a disease, I think.
Sounds like a happy problem.
Well, yes and no. I can't stop her, but she has experimented and she has found out that she can take any recipe, and reduce the sugar by 1/3. And it will actually taste better. You can taste the nuts, you can taste the oatmeal, you can taste the chocolate chips. It actually comes out better.
That makes sense.
Now, if you reduce it by 1/2, it actually changes the texture, and then it's a problem.
Right.
But 1/3
seems reasonable.
So the question is, why is there so much sugar in all the recipes? Answer: food industry wants you to.
Well, if only there was some cookbook that had recipes that would have less sugar and healthy.
Funny, you should lead in.
Interesting.
We have a cookbook called Fat Chance Cookbook.
Interesting.
And it was.
I had no idea.
How about that? I wrote the text, and my colleague and friend and chef and restaurateur and food activist Cindy Gershon provided the recipes. And they are extraordinarily low, if not no sugar. And they are all real food, and they're all preparable within 30 minutes, and they've all been vetted by a Mount Diablo high school student to be producible, consumable, and delicious within 30 minutes.
That was my question. Are they delicious?
Bottom line.
Sounds like it.
You can't know until you do. But the food industry would have you not do, because they've convinced you that cooking's too hard. No, it's not.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Dr. Robert Lustig.
Oh, thank you so much.
And pick up the Fat Chance Cookbook when you get a chance, and go and see Fed Up in theaters. This gentleman lends his expertise.
Fed up. We are.
Thanks again.
Thank you.